The Baha'i believe in one God. God, according to the Baha'i, periodically sends prophets into the world to reveal His Word. These prophets included Adam, Krishna, Buddha, Jesus, Mohammed, the Bab, and Baha'u'llah. Baha'u'llah's teachings on world peace, democracy, civil rights, equal rights for women, and the acceptance of scientific discoveries were revolutionary ideas for the 19th century Middle East. Many consider the Baha'i to be an offshoot of Islam, but they are not accepted and are even persecuted by the Muslims. The arrogance of most religions, including those religions just discussed, causes them to dismiss beliefs of any other religion. Followers of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam disallow the notion that the beliefs of people espousing different religions have any merit. This is the dangerous arrogance of religious fervor that has caused more hatred in this world than anything else. These followers would rather support an ancient religion born of transfigured pagan beliefs propagated by unfeigned disciples than to believe that any new ideas about religion have credence. The concept of God exists in Scientology teachings, but in a different way than Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. It also differs from other religions having their roots in the traditions of the Near East. In Scientology, God is the highest of 8 dynamics. Those embracing Scientology strive to embody and to know fully the meaning of God. The very nature of God in Scientology is very personal. It is really left to the person himself to divine it fully. Is this so unlike the way mankind approaches anything unknown? Your ideas, beliefs, and convictions are developed through contact with other people and your environment. All I want of mankind is to be accepting and open of all people's opinions up to the point where they become harmful and dangerous to the masses or even one individual. The God of the Mormons is the same God worshipped by the Christians. Joseph Smith even tells of a visit to America by Jesus Christ before Jesus ascended into heaven. Only within the last 180 years has the Mormon religion grown from one person, Joseph Smith, to 11 million followers. Joseph Smith claimed he was directed by an angel to dig up the golden plates that contained the words of the Book of Mormon. Joseph Smith showed the plates to several trusted witnesses who signed affidavits attesting to the fact that they saw these plates. Curiously, Joseph Smith denied permission for his father-in-law, Isaac, to gaze upon these same plates because it would mean instant death for anyone but Joseph Smith to look upon them. Did an angel direct Joseph Smith? I do not have angels to send about as messengers. There are angels mentioned in many religions, but I cannot imagine from where they originate, if not from the rich imagination of those who see them or the dreamlike state of the hopeful promise of everlasting bliss. This aside, the followers of the Mormon religion have set an example for many others to follow in their everyday lives. Education, hard work, positive health practices, and devotion to the nuclear family are hallmarks of the followers of the Mormon religion. The Buddhists make no mention of the prophets of the Western religions. The Buddha was born 500 years before Christ in India. Unlike Jesus, Mohammed, and Joseph Smith, the Buddha was born into royalty. Buddha was able to see the world as supernatural and alive. Everything, the trees, mountains, lakes, and sky were living and breathing with a number of gods in charge. If you needed rain, you asked one god. If you needed it to stop raining, you asked another god. To become a priest in India, you had to be from the right family. The priests of India did all the religious work and amassed their wealth from it. Buddha, at the age of 29, stopped praying to the gods to end his suffering and the suffering of all those around him. He lived a life devoted to meditation in an effort to understand the essence of life. Buddha exposed himself to great hardship so he can understand suffering. Buddha renounced the pleasures of the world in order to experience absolute pleasure. After 6 years of hard work and much misery, he was able to stop his suffering forever. He found nirvana and could now help others stop their suffering as well. Buddha's world was filled with many gods. Brahma was the creator god, or the most important. Buddha, in truth, was not far off in his thinking. I am the creator god. Language consists of mere words, invented to communicate or think about things. Call me Brahma, or call me creator, it matters not. My world is not really filled with gods, but the sun, water, and trees take on a godlike appearance through their incessant rhythm. All life has its own energy. Buddha could not know of the God of Judaism, limited by his geographic area, being unable to travel to far-off lands. The fact that Buddhists thrive even today, representing 6% of the Earth's population, attests to the permanence of the teachings of the Buddha. The Buddha said nothing that suggests how to find God or worship the gods of India. Although the Buddha was a believer in many gods, his teachings were not of God. The Buddha was more concerned with the human condition leading to suffering and how to navigate successfully through the travails of life. The Buddha himself is not considered to be God, but rather a great teacher. Because of the path established by the Buddha, human beings finding perfection in nirvana can be perfectly moral, perfectly ethical, and end their suffering forever. The sacrifices to reach this end are beyond the strengths and desires of most. Even Buddhists have differing beliefs. Some believe in one God, some in no God, and some do not know what to believe.